Season 4, AI and Jobs. Episode 3, Why AI Creates More Control, Not More Freedom. Introduction, the freedom story. AI is often sold with a promise. More freedom. Freedom from repetitive work. Freedom from boring admin tasks. Freedom to be creative. Freedom to focus on what matters. This story is not completely false. AI can reduce friction. It can automate routines. It can make some work easier. But when AI is deployed inside institutions, the most common result is not freedom. It is control. More measurement. More monitoring. More prediction. More standardization. More centralized decision-making. In other words, AI is not primarily a liberation technology. It is a coordination and control technology. And that difference matters. Because freedom is not just about having tools. Freedom is about who sets rules, who has autonomy, and who bears consequences. In this episode, we will explain why AI so often increases control, why this is rational from an institutional perspective, and why the freedom narrative hides the real transformation. 2. Why control is the default goal of institutions. To understand AI, you have to understand institutions. Institutions exist to reduce uncertainty. Companies want predictable output. Governments want predictable compliance. Platforms want predictable behavior. Schools want predictable performance metrics. Insurance companies want predictable risk. Control is a way to reduce uncertainty. AI is powerful because it reduces uncertainty. It predicts behavior. It detects patterns. It enforces standards. It flags deviations. So institutions adopt AI not mainly to free people. They adopt it to manage people. Even when they use the language of empowerment, the incentives push toward control. 3. AI is built for measurement. AI requires data. Data requires measurement. To use AI, organizations must measure more aspects of work and life. Time spent on tasks. Response rates. Error counts. Interactions. Movement. Productivity signals. What is measured becomes manageable. What is manageable becomes controllable. This is one of the simplest ways AI increases control. It expands the measurable world. 4. Why more measurement means less autonomy. Autonomy depends on discretion. The ability to decide how to do work. Measurement reduces discretion by defining success numerically. If a worker is judged by speed, they optimize for speed. If a worker is judged by volume, they optimize for volume. If a worker is judged by customer ratings, they optimize for ratings. This changes behavior. People adapt to metrics. But metrics do not capture full reality. So workers lose autonomy to systems that define reality in narrow ways. This is control through measurement. 5. The rise of algorithmic management. AI makes management more automated. Instead of a human manager who can understand context, systems assign tasks and evaluate performance. This is already visible in many industries. Warehousing and logistics. Gig platforms. Call centers. Retail scheduling. Content moderation. Algorithmic management is efficient. It is also rigid. A human manager can listen. A system cannot. A human manager can adjust expectations. A system enforces them. This reduces freedom. Workers become components inside an optimization process. 6. Control through scheduling and time. One of the most direct forms of control is time control. AI scheduling systems optimize staffing. They predict demand. They adjust shifts dynamically. From an efficiency standpoint, this makes sense. But it can create instability. Workers receive schedules with little notice. Hours fluctuate. Planning life becomes harder. Freedom requires predictability. AI often reduces predictability for workers while increasing predictability for employers. That is control flowing upward. 7. Control through performance scoring. AI systems score performance. This can include productivity scores, quality scores, reliability scores, risk scores, customer satisfaction scores. Scoring simplifies people into numbers. Numbers can be compared. Comparison enables ranking. Ranking enables discipline. When a workplace uses scoring, the worker is constantly evaluated. The score becomes a form of control because it influences pay, scheduling, promotion, and job security. Workers adapt to the score. Their freedom becomes constrained by what improves metrics. 8. Why control expands even in white-collar work. Some people assume this is only about low-wage labor. But AI control is expanding into white-collar work too. Email monitoring, meeting analytics, productivity dashboards, automated performance reviews, AI-assisted hiring decisions, task management systems that track outputs. White-collar work becomes more quantified. Knowledge work becomes more standardized. AI makes this possible because it can analyze text, communication, and workflows. The result is that even professionals can be turned into metrics. Freedom declines. 9. AI and the standardization of work. AI systems perform best when work is standardized. Standard inputs, standard processes, standard outputs. To integrate AI, organizations often redesign work around the system. They reduce variation. They enforce templates. They discourage improvisation. This makes people more replaceable. It also reduces autonomy. Work becomes less like craft and more like compliance. Standardization is control. 10. Why AI favors centralized decisions. AI systems are usually trained and managed centrally. A model is built and deployed across an organization. Local managers and workers cannot easily modify it. This centralizes authority. Decisions that were once local become system-wide. A worker in one location is evaluated by the same metrics as a worker elsewhere. Context disappears. Central rules dominate. This is centralization of power through technology. 11. Control through prediction. Prediction is one of AI's strongest forms of power. If you can predict behavior, you can shape it. Employers predict who might quit. Platforms predict what you will click. Insurers predict health risk. Banks predict default risk. Prediction allows preemptive action. A worker predicted to leave may be denied promotion. A customer predicted to be price sensitive may get different offers. A person predicted to be risky may face restrictions. Prediction shifts control from reacting to shaping. It is not just surveillance of what happened. It is control over what might happen. 12. Why surveillance expands with AI. AI makes surveillance cheaper and more scalable. Humans cannot watch everyone. AI can. It can monitor messages, calls, movement, and behavior signals. It can flag anomalies. It can detect patterns. This expands surveillance into daily life. The result is not only workplace control but societal control. Surveillance is often justified as safety or efficiency. But the structural outcome is expanded monitoring capacity. And monitoring capacity is power. 13. Control through nudging. AI systems do not always control through punishment. Often they control through nudging. Recommendation systems guide attention. Notifications shape routines. Interface design shapes choices. Default settings shape behavior. AI personalizes nudges based on what works on you. This is subtle. You feel free. But your environment is shaped. Choice exists inside a curated space. Freedom becomes managed. 14. Why freedom is often conditional. AI can free people from some tasks, but often only under conditions. You can use AI, but your outputs are monitored. You can work faster, but expectations rise. You can automate tasks, but deadlines shrink. The freedom becomes a way to increase workload. Instead of reducing work, AI can intensify it. The system uses AI gains to demand more. This is a key pattern. AI provides tools to workers, but the organization captures the benefits. The worker experiences more control, not more freedom. 15. The automation of judgment problem. Freedom requires judgment. Judgment allows adaptation. AI systems automate judgment by replacing human discretion with rules. Even when the system is labeled decision support, social pressure pushes humans to follow it. If the AI recommends something, it feels risky to disagree. Over time, humans defer. Judgment shifts to the system. This reduces freedom because freedom requires the ability to decide differently. When AI defines the default, deviation becomes costly. 16. Control and the new definition of good work. In AI-managed environments, good work becomes what the system measures. This changes culture. Instead of human evaluation, metrics dominate. A worker who solves a complex problem but produces fewer measurable outputs may be undervalued. A worker who produces many measurable outputs may be rewarded even if the work is low quality. This distorts incentives. People optimize for metrics, not meaning. Control expands because the system defines value. 17. Why control feels normal over time. Control expands gradually. First, monitoring is introduced for efficiency. Then scoring is introduced for fairness. Then prediction is introduced for planning. Then automation is introduced for consistency. Each step feels reasonable. Over time, freedom shrinks without a single dramatic moment. People adapt. They accept the system. Control becomes normal. This is how technological governance expands. 18. WHO benefits from control. Control benefits organizations. It reduces uncertainty. It increases output. It lowers labor costs. It increases predictability. It protects profits. Workers rarely benefit from increased control. They may experience stable processes, but they lose autonomy. Consumers may experience convenience, but they lose transparency. Citizens may experience efficiency, but they lose privacy. Control flows upward. Costs flow downward. 19. Can I create freedom instead? AI can support freedom, but only with deliberate design. Systems that reduce surveillance. Tools that increase worker autonomy. Transparent metrics that workers help define. Worker ownership of productivity gains. Governance that limits predictive discrimination. Freedom does not come from AI by default. It comes from power structures. If AI is governed democratically, it can be used to support human freedom. If it is governed by profit incentives alone, it will expand control. 20. What to watch for in real life. If you want to see whether AI is increasing control, look for these signs: more monitoring disguised as productivity tools, more scoring systems that affect pay and access, more predictive models used in hiring and scheduling, more automated decision systems with limited appeals, more standardization that reduces discretion, more dependency on platforms that curate choices. These are control signals. They show where freedom is shrinking. 21. Core takeaway. AI creates more control because its core strengths are measurement, prediction, optimization, and standardization. These strengths align with institutional incentives to reduce uncertainty and increase efficiency. So even when AI is marketed as liberation, the default outcome is expanded monitoring and centralized decision-making. Freedom is not guaranteed by technology. Freedom depends on governance. If this episode helped you understand why AI creates more control, not more freedom, like this video so more people can see it. Share it with someone who believes AI automatically empowers workers. And subscribe to Uncovering Facts for deep, hype-free explanations of technology, power, work, and society. Next episode: how AI turns workers into metrics.